Welcome SAO survivors! I got a lot of incredible news for you this week, a lot of manga releases, final Moon Cradle chapter adaptation with an anime scene in Unleashed Blading, but also a devastatingly sad one unfortunately. It's me Gamerturk and welcome to This Week in SAO for all your weekly Sword Art Online news. This week's twist is brought to you by the release of Sword Art Online Volume 24 Unital Ring 3 English translation by Press. It's out on May 3rd as the Western crowd will be introduced to the man in the mask himself. A lot of people have actually gotten it in the past week, despite the book actually releasing tomorrow. If you still haven't ordered your book, head over to the links below for either Amazon or Book Depository based on your preference, although I personally recommend Book Depository, and grab your own copy now. Or if you're a digital reader, Amazon will always have the Kindle version there too. It's all the more important that for the third time in 2 years, YouTube has demonetized my entire channel, forcing me to go through a lengthy appeal process. So your direct contributions are they're super important. And yeah, in the future you'll see more ad slots in this place due to obvious reasons. At least I can actually say they are a must to keep the show alive. Great news a lot of you have been waiting for. The soundtrack of Sword Art Online Progressive Aria Starless Night was released a couple days before the movie itself in Japan back in October 2021. However, there was no way to reliably reach it from the Western world. Earlier this week, Aria soundtrack was added to Spotify worldwide, so you can finally add the tracks to your playlist and listen to your heart's content. I'll be adding the direct album link in the description if you're having trouble finding it via Spotify search. At least it was a bit troublesome on the first day on Spotify for some reason, probably due to lack of search volume, etc. and searching for English. Anyways, also do keep in mind, while this is a worldwide release on Spotify, there are those unlucky times where certain tracks may have regional restrictions. It doesn't look like there are any from my perspective here in Austria, but you never know until someone is hit by it in some random country for no apparent reason, so do keep it in mind. Also, yes, we know, the soundtrack is out before you can watch the movie because it's not released on Blu-ray or streaming yet. Wait until July 8th. It's not any more weird than the soundtrack getting released before the movie was in cinemas in Japan. Our sad news of the week. Progressive Canon of the Golden Rule manga adaptation has received its new chapter, and you may be wondering why this is the sad news. It's because the chapter came with a notice confirming this as the final chapter release of the serialization, with the mangaka Mugetsu officially stepping down. Ever since he took up the series, he had concerns whether his art was fitting for SAO or not. Well, for me and many others I know, his detailed and dynamic art style has been the best SAO manga serializations have ever received. There were sadly some known vocal fans on the Japanese side that were not pleased and kept bringing up concerns like Asuna is not cute enough and the like. Mugetsu was even kind enough to adopt a softer art style following the earlier chapters just to please those people, but it appears it was too disheartening for him that it was his personal request to move away from SAO. This has been by far one of the saddest news for the SAO series in a long while. Mugetsu has been incredible with his interactions with the fans, as well as an amazing artist that in my opinion has brought incredible art to the series during his involvement with Canon of the Golden Rule manga. I am going to miss his art greatly for the series and wish him all the best for the future. He has certainly won his place among the legends like Kiseki Himura, Ishii and Yamada Kotaro for me, among many others. Thank you for your hard work and incredible art, Mugetsu-san. Next Kawahara Reki channel stream has been announced, set to take place on May 20th. Surprisingly, it will actually be about Accel World if you're interested. Hidakarina is the usual guest, not as Shilika's voice this time around, but Nico aka Scarlet Rain from Accel World. The other guest is Misawa Sachika, of course in the same fashion, not as Strea's voice from the SAO games, but rather Kuroyuki Hime from Accel World. It'll be interesting to see what they'll talk about in that stream. The April stream was SAO themed and we pretty much got nothing, so I wouldn't get my hopes up too much for this one if I was an Accel World fan. But hey, we got more teasers for Abeshi's chibis that he's drawing for the Kawahara Reki channel, so you can at least enjoy them for now. In more manga news, Aria Aincrad, the reboot manga of the main series, has had its first tankobon release. This first volume consists of chapter 1 to 5 starting from Kirito and Klein time, followed by the first day side story, followed by more floor 1 adventures with Kirito and Asuna. Meanwhile, Meanwhile, we also received Chapter 6 on Dengeki Daioh on April 27 with quite the short edition, I might add. We started with the arrival at the door of the floor 1 boss room and basically did not even finish the encounter, let alone get any of the actual fighting from the boss room. Quite a disappointing tease right there. I guess we'll have to look for the next ones. In the same volume of Dengeki Daioh, we also got the first chapter of the Sister's Prayer manga adaptation with a lot of background information for Yuki's past, her time in Serene Garden, and the first action-y set piece, Chasing the Beetle, ending on encountering Merida. Quite looking forward to this one. It's the best story in Sword Art Online Volume 22, Kiss and Fly after all, and also the prequel story to everyone's favorite Mother's Rosario side story. So it'll definitely be a good one, as well as a sad journey to go through. Following the Zeliska fan art contest a while back, the official SAO Games account has opened up the Rain fan art contest for her birthday. If you're interested, you can always check the Twitter link below, and I, for one, am certainly looking forward to more Rain fan art. On to mobile games. Unleashed Blading is once again here with a blast. We'll see if they can carry on the momentum, probably not, but they're here with a blast. The new season has begun, and the Moon Cradle adaptation in the game received its final chapter, featuring an anime scene covering Ronya protecting Tise against Kuriga's goblin minions, with Kirito and Asuna coming in for a tight rescue thanks to Tsukigake's efforts. What lies beyond will be the game original sequel story for the open-ended Moon Cradle, so it's gonna be interesting what comes next. In other news, 2.5 anniversary limited units are starting to arrive. The first one is an Integrity Knight Ronya unit. It remains to be seen whether this design will be used for the Moon Cradle sequel they got planned, or if it's just the usual cash cow limited unit. More will be coming in the upcoming days with new characters. There's also a reissued limited character pickup banner featuring previous limited characters, so if you had your eyes on a character, this is your chance. A whole lot of daily login bonuses, including up to 110 scouts, so you definitely won't want to miss logging in daily. And of course, with the arrival of the new season pass has arrived too, requiring 300 cubes to access the premium track, purposefully along with limited units as usual, as the plan with these are always to create momentary cube bottlenecks to coerce you into purchasing. Plan your cube usage carefully in this phase. Remember, you don't have to grab the premium track instantly, you got 2 months for it to grab everything retroactively. Integral Factor, on the other hand, not much content per se, but a lot of shiny stuff, I guess. A special golden grab bag order with 2 4-star characters guaranteed this year. Double XP from character quests has come back if you're looking for some leveling grind. Daily dungeons +1 is in effect. Great enhancement versus Yuki +2 is available. Two-handed axe order is live for this week if you main axes. A new The Night Song order is here, featuring Lifa, Kirito, Lisbeth and Sachi. And a daily login bonus of 100 gems each day, receivable up to a total of 1500, available until June 1st. So you are allowed to miss a bunch of days and still get that total amount. Last but not least, our translation corner this week features Alice's character book interview, featuring a lot of information about the character and the world. While it is always neat to have these info drops, one thing you need to keep in mind with these is that the interviews came out back in 2017, this one specifically at least, so you may find some information here and there to be outdated. So if you have questions, I'll be here answering questions in the comments, as well as in my own Discord server and the SAO Discord server with a lot of others. Link to the translated interview and Discord servers are in the description. That's it for this week though. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss anything. A lot of you don't follow me on Twitter, where I share all news as quickly as possible, so get to it if you use Twitter, especially during this demonetization wave where I'm less inclined to make videos. Hope to see you all again next week. Until then, stay cool.